I have to? You put the chops in the top in the ice cooler, have you? No. No, so I don't have to defrost them, do I? No. I can use them anytime.
Yes.
Right. What are you doing now? What are you doing?
I'll show you later. Recording you for posterity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of your photographs, right? I'm going to put them on in front of the camera and then I'm going to ask you to talk about them. Just point out the people in them and all that sort of thing. Do you remember like we did at Christmas? Do you remember when I made up those photograph albums for you and I wrote on the back?
Yeah, yes.
So I thought I'd do it with the video camera. How does that sound? Confusing?
I'm not quite with you, darling.
Well, after we've eaten this evening, I'll show you. All right?
Okay.
We're going to sit down now?
I'm going to wash up.
All right, you are then.
You don't want me up. You don't want me here.
No, do what you like.
I like that to
What do you think?
Oh, she doesn't know where to look. Well, she's looking at him.
How does it feel?
You all right?
dreadful.
That's you. You see, that's you coming up now. There you are. Now can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Oh, there you are. Well, we should.
You don't know what to do now, do you?
Should have done my hair.
Make the most of it. She's quiet. She's not talking. There we are.
Oh, there we are. We're all.
The happy couple. Right then, there we go.
Okay.
All right, that'll do.
No.
That's it. That's it.
Can't get over it, can you?
You like experimenting, do you?
I look as if I've lost my teeth, don't I?
Yes. I was just thinking that.
All her own teeth, you know. All her own teeth.
Yes, I'm going to say, but she's not showing them. She's not showing them because they're her own.
Start with someone you know.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Wasn't that lovely? Brenda, come and see your picture when you're a little girl. Wasn't she a nice little girl? Brilliant. She's everybody's favourite. She was lovely, wasn't she? She was really lovely as a little girl.
Really?
Everybody loved her.
How old is she there, do you think? How old is she there?
About 6.
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6, I do think.
Right then, I'll try another one. Who's that then?
I don't know, what can it be? I can't think what it is. Do you think that is?
Before you were married?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure it was.
About 29 to 25, 1926?
Something like that. About 1925, I should think.
Is this when you were working in the shop you were on, right?
I think so, it must have been.
Which one was that? Which shop was that?
Robert Roberts's.
And where was that? In Wrexham? Was that in Wrexham?
Hope Street.
Oh.
Hope Street. The daddy looking very sober.
Looking very wide-eyed.
That was St. Algernon Smith. Well, he was staring at something, I suppose. Don't know, he looks scared, doesn't he?
And was that taken the same time as yours?
No. No, mine was a different altogether, dear. Different time altogether. It's Uncle George, I think, from London.
Oh, from Enfield?
Yes, my mother's brother. It is anyway. Yes, it is.
What was he like? Do you remember him?
Oh yes, I remember him. He was very kind to us children. Him and his wife, very kind. They had 2 girls, a little bit older than Sissy and me, and she always used to bring a lot of clothes that they'd worn out or outgrown them. She kept us in close, Sissy and me. He was a builder and decorator and built his own home, his own house in Enfield. We thought they were well off, you know.
And you can remember the address.
Pardon?
You can remember the address. Briar Home.
Brian Home and Cecil Road, Enfield. Often wonder if any of the family are still there. Eric, his son, and I, when he used to come over, we were very friendly. We went about a lot, and he took me rowing on the river.
Which river?
I'm just trying to think. I think it was Holt. I think it was Holt. That's in Wallasey. That was taken in Wallasey. There's some friends of mother's.
Is that your mother?
No,
Who's in there? You in that photo?
I don't. Somebody from Wallasey. I can't think who it is, Crispin. Oh, look there. Now, where was that taken now? Oh, golly.
Who are they?
Well, I can see Bella, a friend of mine, at
Which
the
one?
end.
Which one's she?
And then
On the right or the left?
on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one with the hat is Sussy's friend, Cilla Clark. And her husband, no, her husband isn't there. He was on one of the pictures.
Who's the
We
guy?
used to go,
Who's
we
the
used
guy
to
in the
go about a
middle?
lot together with them, with the Clarks, Susie and I.
Who's the guy in the middle?
Pardon? I don't know who he was. He must have been a friend of Cilla's, I think.
Because these
He's
were all.
got his arm round you.
He has as well, Grandma.
Well, it's such a long time ago.
Well, the old excuses.
I don't remember.
It was just a long time
And
ago.
a little boy. Who was the little boy?
Oh yeah.
Well, it must be the little boy, I suppose.
Is that the same day? Do you think? That one?
I think so. That's Jack Clark and Jack.
Which one?
The one with the hat,
the
straw hat it looks like, doesn't it? This
Yep.
side here on the left.
Oh right. What was he a relation or was he just a friend?
No, friends of Sissy's.
Oh right.
She taught with my sister,
Oh I see.
and then they kept up their friendship. And she had, when she got married, he was a traveller, and a traveller for Andrews Liversource, fancy travelling round for Andrews
Yeah.
Liversource. He was quite a gentleman in his way, you know, and Bertha, they had that little shop in Bradley Road.
Mm-hmm.
Have I told you before?
Well, I can remember that.
Yeah, yeah. Had a shop there, and he used to go travelling. Oh, I made a livelihood.
Sweet shop, wasn't it?
Pardon?
A sweet shop
That's
there.
right, yes. We were good friends. And that looks like me in Rill, I think, with Bella, my friend, Bella Thompson.
And an unknown gentleman.
I don't
Oh, it's
know-
not the same unknown gentleman, is it,
No,
Grandma?
I don't know who he is, dear. I don't know him.
It was all a blur, was it?
That's right.
All a romantic blur. Somebody not looking very pleased on the left, is he?
Doesn't he? Looks very cross. Looks as if he does. Aunt Bella looks cross, doesn't she? Look very serious. Oh, I'm taking the snap. Evidently, they didn't like me snapping them. Evidently.
Do you used to take the photographs then?
Pardon?
Did you used to take the photographs?
Yes. Oh, yes, with a camera. A brownie.
Was it?
Yeah. And we used to develop our own.
It's just as well looking at the state of this one.
Pardon?
Absolutely disgraceful, Grandma, this one is. See-through bathing costumes. Isn't it? It's true. What sort of year was that, do you think? How old were you there?
20, in my 20s, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Where would that have been?
Oh, well, I should imagine. Well, I should think. Once him asking me, 80 years ago, and he's asking me things.
70 years ago.
Oh, and there's Nancy Roman. And there's Harry. That's Harry.
And that's Tide just getting in the picture, is it?
That's right, and that's Nancy Rowland.
I think Mother's taken on your photographic skills, you know.
Right. I don't know who next to... I wonder if that's me next to Nancy.
We shall never know.
We shall never know.
No. Crispin's got a lot of patience, hasn't he?
What about that one?
This is the back door of Derek Crispin. The back door in Bersham.
Oh, really?
Yes, the back door. And that's in the garden. We just got into the garden there.
And you're the one second from the left?
With the apron on.
Uh-huh.
That's me with the apron.
And who are the others then?
This is May Roberts, a distant cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's Bella next to me. Then Nancy Rowland, two friends of mine, Nancy and Elsie Hughes. And Mother got us all tea. Mother was so kind, Brenda. She hadn't got much money, but she was very kind with us children. She did the best she could with what she had, you know. Make us a lovely tea, homemade scones.
You see
That's on
that?
the top of Crow Castle.
Where's Crow Castle? Crow Castle?
Not Crow Castle. Llangollen, is that Crow Castle, Llangollen? Is it? That's right, Crow Castle.
With that building behind.
Pardon?
With that building behind.
I don't know what it is, I'm sure.
Might have been the Orme at Llandudno.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is, Brenda.
Who's in the picture there then? Uncle John?
I can't see very well that. I think it is John, isn't it? Is it
Yeah.
Brenda?
I think so, on the right.
What did it say there?
10th of September.
Rememberings for Brenda. Rememberings of our
Situa-
liberation on the 10th of September from your pen pal, Anne Peace. It's a Dutch girl I wrote to after the war. She came from Eindhoven.
Mm.
And that's their house, I think, decorated for the liberation.
Okay. What about that place, Grandma?
What, dear?
Oh, yes.
What about that place?
That's in Warwickshire.
Oh.
And it's my mother.
Oh, your mother's standing
Stratford.
outside. That's your mother standing outside?
Stratford, having a photograph taken. But that's where it was taken,
She looks very elegant.
doesn't she? She was a lady's maid in Chester.
Uh-huh.
And I think she picked up a lot from this lady. She was very, very kind to her and gave her lots of nice things. Then she went to Corwin from Chester. Lady's maid there.
With the same family?
No, another family. No, another family. Oh, that's... Well, I think that's in Llangollen, you know.
That might be, yes.
Went over the more over the hills to Llangollen for the party. Albert Edwards, Jim Roberts. Harry's there somewhere too, I think. I can't see Sissy. Perhaps Sissy took it. You're there, in the centre. You're like a bride. She's got something on her head.
Oh yes, yes. And Uncle John behind her.
Is that Uncle John?
I think so. The back.
Right at the back.
Oh yes,
Yes.
it could be. Yes, it
Yeah.
could be Brenda.
This is Bella in the front, is it?
Pardon?
Is this Bella in the front?
Yes, yes, that's Bella. And Albert Edwards to the left of her,
Yes.
and that's his girlfriend in front of him.
With the hat.
Yeah, in the hat. Yes. Afraid there's some scorching, I expect. Oh, and I can see Harry. Can you see Harry? In front of Frida?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this you in front of him?
Pardon?
Is this you in the front?
I'm in the front, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sissy must be taking that, mustn't she?
Yes.
Because she's not there. Well, Harry wouldn't be there without her.
So that's tied.
Well, that's Harry.
That's Harry. That's tied there.
Pardon?
That's tied. Where the pen is. That's
That's
you,
right.
isn't it?
That's right, that's me.
That's
yeah.
tied. And that's Harry, isn't it?
That's Harry, that's Harry.
And that's Uncle John there.
That's Frida, there,
What, there?
that's
With the
Frida.
hat.
Like
Just
a bride.
drop your pen.
That one there?
That's
Mm.
Frida, yeah.
That's one.
Mm.
Yeah. This lad's got some patience, hasn't he, Brenda?
Mm. That's the same occasion.
Well, Daddy again. Looks like he's got a part in the middle of his hair there. Miss
It'd be about 1926, I suppose, 1927, somewhere.
Pardon?
It was before you were married.
Yes.
It'd be 1926, 1927, somewhere like that, wouldn't it?
27, 25 I expect it would be in
Would it?
25, wouldn't it? Because before we were married,
Yeah. So it'd be,
we were married in 27.
so it'd be the summer of 26 or 25.
That's right, yes. Yeah. Oh, that's Elsie Hughes. That looks like Mother, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Mrs. Hughes from Manchester, Brenda.
Mrs.
Golly.
Hughes,
Mrs. Hughes.
Elsie's mother.
Pardon?
Elsie's mother.
No,
Elsie
no,
Hughes'
no,
mother.
another family altogether. Do you remember Annie Bolton?
Yes.
Her grandma.
Oh.
And there's Elsie Hughes and there's Daddy. That's good, isn't it?
Where's that taken outside then? Do you know?
It's in the front in Bersham.
Bit,
In the porch, isn't it, in Bersham?
I don't know.
Yes. Gosh, does Mother look young there, Brenda?
Mm.
How she used to entertain us all in that little cottage.
Mm-hmm.
Give us all tea. Oh, Mrs. Williams there.
This
Oh,
isn't
God.
Bersham because of the iron railing.
Mm.
That's Mrs. Yao on the end there.
That's Sissy, Mother Sissy,
Mm-hmm.
in the middle.
Pardon?
Yes.
Oh, there's Sissy, that's right. That's right. Do you know who the little boys are?
Is that anything to do with Auntie Sissy and her teaching?
I don't think so, no.
No, she'd have stopped by then, was she?
It's in Rostuffin, is it, with Mrs. J.R.?
There's Bertha at the back there.
Right at the top.
With Bertha. Oh, Sissy's in the centre, that's right.
Mm.
Perhaps they're Mrs. J.R.'s boys, are they?
It could be Brenda. Could be Norman and what's the other one's name?
Walter.
Walter. It could be.
Auntie Polly.
Yeah. And Nanny Lee. That's Nanny Lee at the back of me.
There.
Yes.
That's your mother to her
That's right, yes. Yes.
It's a very faded photograph,
Oh, isn't
unfortunately.
that lovely?
And Auntie Sissy.
That's right,
at
and
the back,
there's
is it?
a boy I used to be friendly with, Brenda.
Uncle John on the right, here. Sorry, on the left
Yeah,
of the picture,
yeah, someone there, isn't there? Mm.
I think.
And who are the other men?
Pun.
Who are the other men?
Harry's there. I can see Harry, can you?
On the right?
On the right.
Yes. And who's Auntie Sissy got her arms round?
That's right. I don't know.
She hasn't got her arms around Uncle Harry, has she?
No, it's round Wally Rowland. Boy I used to be friendly with. I think it must have been taken in Bersham. It must have been, mustn't it?
So that's your grandmother.
My grandma, yes. My,
Yes.
that's right, my grandma, yes. Grandma Lee.
And how old would she have been then, do you think?
Oh, she was a good age there. Well, I suppose she'd be 80, wouldn't she?
Have you got a picture of... Isn't there a picture of her mother somewhere as well?
With a little bonnet on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
It's her or her mother with a bonnet on.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. There's a picture of either... What do you call her? Granny Lee?
Yeah.
Is there a picture of her mother anywhere? Have you seen her mother in a picture anywhere?
Not Granny Lee's.
No.
Oh, yeah, yes, with a bonnet.
Ah. But I can't remember where that is. I'm sure I've seen it here, but I can't remember where it is.
I don't know where I've seen it.
No.
Can't think where it is, Crispin.
So that's your grandmother's... Sorry, your mother's mother.
My mother and Grandma
Right.
Lee. Her mother.
And how old was she when she died, do you know?
94. Well,
Was she? Good Lord.
Mm.
What do you remember of her?
Nanny Lee. Oh, she was very strict.
Was she?
Oh, she was very strict, yes. We had to do as we were told. And John was learning his violin. And she used to take that thing, put that thing in the... And I'd sing, you see, in the kitchen in a real little room. Both of you go in that back kitchen, she said, and take your music with you. And she'd tell us to pop off in the back kitchen. And I used to stand on the table and sing.
So she lived with your mother?
She lived with Mother, yes. When Mother went to live with her, she got too old to see to herself, you know, when she was getting elderly.
Right.
She couldn't look after herself. Then Mother left Holywell and went to live in Bersham. And where did Daddy work then? Where did Daddy go to work? I think he had insurance. No, insurance later. I think he went up to what do they call mine?
It's your father?
Mm. Well, the mine's up in Monera.
They were, weren't they, mother?
Well, the mine,
Lime,
For the steelworks?
lime, were they mining or
Lime
quarrying?
or something. He worked there for a time. He wasn't there very long, and then he got an insurance book, and he collected insurance.
And how far around did he have to travel to do that?
Pardon?
How far round did he have to travel to do that?
Oh, he went a good way.
Yeah?
He had a bike. He had a bike. Mm.
Ah, now then.
Who's that? Oh, that's I don't know which one, dear. She's got my face, hasn't she?
I think so.
She hasn't got your teeth though.
No. She hasn't got any teeth.
She hasn't got any teeth at all.
No.
She's Ninny Lee's mother, is she? Ninny Lee
Ninny Lee,
was your grandmother.
that's right.
Is that
I suppose
her
she
mother?
would be. I suppose she would be, Brenda. Wouldn't she?
I don't know. She's not your father's mother.
No. Mother. Mother's mother. Mother's grandma.
Grandmother.
Grandma. There's Daddy.
What year would that be?
I don't know, but we were married.
Before you were married? What's the car, do you know?
Don't know. It would be one of McAlpine's, because he was chauffeur for McAlpine.
Which McAlpine?
Sir Alfred.
Was he the first one?
Pardon?
Was Alfred McAlpine the first one? Did he start the business up, or was that his father? Or
No, Alfred started the business, Sir Alfred. And Lady McAlpine. And she came to, when Brenda was a baby, brought her a frock or something, brought her something nice for her birthday. And she said, Williams, I can't understand you taking your wife up here, out in the country, so high up in the hills, you know.
because we had your first shop, wasn't
There was
it?
a little shop there, you see, that's where I went. I know she was cross about it.
Did you ever work for her?
No. No.
Did Tide work for her when you were married?
No, we had the shop then when we were married.
The Tide worked for her still.
Tide worked, yeah.
Oh, did he?
He worked there, yes.
When
Okay.
when did he stop working as a chauffeur then? Was it soon afterwards? Were you born, Mother, when?
Oh, in the war, yes.
We went to Stanley Stores, didn't we?
He was still working for one of them during the war. At Brood.
I don't remember Brenda.
He used to work at Brood. And only come to Wrexham at weekends, didn't he? And Aunt Enid was living with us and Pat.
Apparently you've got a better memory than me, dear. That's right, I can. And then Auntie Enid got some rooms in Belmont Road or somewhere, didn't she? Belgrave Road or somewhere. That's right. Because she got Michael as well. Remember the air raid over Wrexham, Brenda? We had to shelter under the table.
Yes.
And Daddy came round to tell us there was one about, didn't he?
Did he?
He called in and then we had to get under the table. Get under that table, he said. And he went back to the, what do they call it?
The Observer Corps.
That's right, Observer Corps, that's right.
There's another one of those Crispin like you're looking at there.
Oh yeah, taken at the same time, I think.
Yeah.
Same one, isn't it? Same time.
Yeah, yes. What a quaint, isn't it? Oh, that's Uncle Will, that's Mother's brother. Do you think Uncle John's rather like him?
Perhaps.
Oh, he was got a very important job in London. Now, what was he? He was very, very well off in our estimation. Or something in an office. I couldn't tell you exactly what his work was. He was in an office in London. It was something to be in London in those days. His wife was very smart. Didn't like her very much. Very uppish. She thought she was, you know, she thought she was very important. But I can remember them talking about her. Auntie Polly and Mother used to talk about her. Will's wife's coming over. Oh, well, I won't come up, Auntie Polly used to say. I won't come over, she's here. But she'd come. She'd come just the same. Oh, that's Posey Thomas. The farm next door to us.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the children from the farm. Posey. They were very friendly. And that's Owen, her brother. Oh, I think that, and Arthur, that's right, this side. And Owen is the little one,
And they were from Bersham.
Bersham at the farm. And Mother and Mrs. Thomas, they were very friendly. And she used to come in at night and play cards with my mother. And she'd usually bring some eggs or butter or something with her. She would never come empty-handed.
And she died, Mrs. Thomas.
Yeah, yes. And he married again. We didn't like his second wife. I suppose because she'd taken Mrs. Thomas's place, you see. That's the reason, no other reason.
There aren't any photographs.
Pardon?
There aren't any photographs of your father, are there?
I don't think there are, dear. I don't think so.
Why is that?
He died about 1914, didn't he?
Oh, is that right?
In the war. He died when Auntie Sissy went to college. Before Auntie Sissy went to college.
I don't remember, Brenda. I don't remember.
We could find out from
Hmm?
archives.
Mm.
You remember?
Well, I don't remember, no, but...
No.
And he wasn't alive when Auntie Sissy went to college in 1917,
No,
was he?
No, he wasn't, no. No, because the minister, Thomas Jones, was Thomas Jones, yeah. His wife, she had money of her own. And she lent Sissy the money to go to college. She was the faith they had in us in those days, isn't it? And Sissy paid her when she came home. She should go to her every month and give her so much every month until she paid her off.
Mm.
We were very kind to one another in those days, Brenda.
Still are.
A lot of kindness. Yes, well, I suppose they are really. I only hear the bad side now with watching this television, don't I? Shouldn't watch it. Oh, that's Stan. Our Stan.
And who was he?
Med's brother.
So Uncle Dow was his brother as well.
Yes.
You always just missed it on the blooming
Yeah.
coupon.
Yes, he was a sutter. Mm.
He was a great one for the pools and the horses.
Oh, I see.
Only during the war, you know, I think he was shell-shocked, wasn't he?
Did it used to be deeper than this, Grandma? Did it used to be deeper than this?
Oh yes, much. Much. We've not had much rain lately, have we?
Is that what it is?
Been very fierce down there one time.
There? You used to play there, did you?
Oh no, didn't used to play over there, no.
Why not?
Oh, over the wall?
Didn't you?
No, dear. Wasn't allowed to go down there.
Played this time.
Didn't come down here.
hear what you were saying.
I said, was it the far one that Grandma lived
Yes, next to the
White
farm,
House,
the
the
white
farmhouse.
farm
in? Right. And which was the smithy then, Grandma?
Pardon?
Where was the smithy?
The smithy over here.
That house.
That house there.
The White House?
I don't suppose it was white then, was it?
I don't think so.
It's been so sembled.
They would have a new coat or a hat or a little.
I see.
It was quite a day when we had in the Carry Club. It was a great once a month.
And everybody had it out on the same day, did they? Everybody had it out on the same day?
Yes.
I see.
Yes. We used to have time off from school to go and play the Carry Club.
Oh,
And settle.
goodness. All the
Then
children?
walk the roast settle, you see, yes, they've nothing at it. It was 12:15. Didn't get to here.
Then you'd go back to school afterwards.
Yes, have our lunch at home. Go back to school.
Did you come home for lunch every day from Rostathlin?
I can't remember when we took lunch with us. We used to have a cookery class. Sometimes we used to have lunch in this cookery class in the hall there. I don't remember taking sandwiches or anything. Must have had something to eat, mustn't we?
But you don't think you came home at lunchtime?
No, we didn't come home, no. What's he doing? What's he doing? I won't close the door or I shan't be able to open it.
Right you are.
I'm not taking any photograph of
Huh?
it. Can you see those two?
Yeah. How do you feel being recorded for posterity?
Oh, fine. Lovely.
What would you say to someone watching this about 50 years from now?
I shan't be here. I don't know what I should say.
Someone born in 1900, what would you say to someone?
It's 1900, that's right.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone born in the year 2000?
Huh?
What advice would you give to someone born in the year 2000?
To have faith. To walk in faith.
Really?
Yes. And they won't go far wrong.